Hi, Grimek. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, again, how to critique a photograph and also a little bit about influences on her work. Here in front of you, you see one of your samples, Blessed Art Thou Among Women. Now, part of her theme, something that she was very involved with, was an emphasis on the beauty of women and of motherhood. She idealized motherhood, the home, the security of home life. Now, this is an example of pictorialist photography. Pictorialist photography was an international photography movement in the late 19th and early 20th century, which in which artists manipulated their photographs so they'd appear to be more creative and so that they would look like the traditional arts like painting or sculpture. And part of this involved, implementing soft focus, brushing on the negative, manipulating the emotion of the actual print to give that kind of soft focus painting effect, as if it was on a canvas. So here we have the soft focus and the diffuse look. Let me get my pointer. This kind of diffuse look. It's soft around the edges. See this? And softness talks about sentimentality and just like something that's very treasured and precious. So here we have the focus right at the center here. And here's a mother whispering something to her child before she sends her out into the world. She is blessed among women as far as the mother is concerned. A mother's love is without conditions. It's unconditional. And there's a reference to the Blessed Mother. And look what we have in the background here. This implies that this might be a painting of the Blessed Mother right here. But formalistically, look what's going on. There's a doorway here, so there's a shape here, there's a shape here. The dark figure of the little girl, all surrounded by white. She's surrounded by white. She's blessed. So that's part of the idea here. Here also we have another picture called A Boy and His Dog. It's by Kazabir. Soft focus all around. It's sharp only in the center. Right here, the little boy's expression is looking at the viewer. So he is what's important. Hold on a second here. I have to filter out some distracting noise there. So he's what's important right here. That's what's important. Again, it's a very sentimental picture. It's somewhere in the country. It's childhood. It's idyllic. It's without worry. A boy and his dog. It's summertime. He's by a body of water. He's enjoying himself. He's got a hat on. The sun is out. So it's a very romantic picture, very sentimental. Again, an example of pictorialism. Now, this is influence from Peter Emerson. Peter Emerson decried crass commercialization. He stayed away from areas that might have billboards. This is from his series on life on the Norfolk Broads, which is an area called East Anglia in eastern England. And here it was just a very wild country, God's country. So this is a gunner in a boat waiting for the ducks to fly by. And Emerson promoted an aesthetic where the focus is in the center. It emulates the eye. When we look at anything, the eye focuses on the center, and everything else everything peripheral goes into soft focus. So here we have soft focus right around here, right around the edges, but it's sharp right here in the center. But he's still following the rule of thirds, more or less. It's a little bit off center. Nothing is perfectly centered in nature. Some photography centers it. In this case, we don't center. But it's very selective focus. That's it. I wanted to just point something out to you. This is the way one talks about photography. And this is what I was looking for from you. And all right, so hopefully this helps you, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.